The Angels of Rocca Priora. How two women are changing the fate of stray dogs in the Roman countryside. Section 1. The Frontline Warriors of the Castelli Romani. In the picturesque hills of the Castelli Romani, a region southeast of Rome known for its charming towns and volcanic lakes, a hidden crisis unfolds daily. Beyond the idyllic scenery, the Italian countryside is often a place of abandonment for countless dogs. It is here, in the community of Rocca Priora, that a small but formidable force of volunteers stands as the last line of defense for these animals. At the heart of this effort are women like Giovanna Riccardelli and Sara Scipioni, who have dedicated their lives to rescuing, rehabilitating, and rehoming the area's forgotten dogs. They operate not with the backing of a large, well-funded organization, but with a powerful combination of personal sacrifice, unwavering compassion, and a deep-rooted network within their local community.
Their work begins where hope ends for many animals, on the side of a road, in a desolate field, or tied to a gate. These women are the first responders, navigating difficult and often heartbreaking situations to bring frightened and neglected animals to safety. Their collaboration with local facilities, such as the Veterinaria 2000 Kennel, provides a crucial sanctuary, a place where the dogs can receive immediate medical attention and shelter from the elements. However, for Giovanna and Sara, the rescue is merely the first step in a long and arduous journey. They understand that a kennel, while a necessary refuge, is not a home. The stress of confinement in a small enclosure, surrounded by the constant barking of other anxious dogs, can be detrimental to an animal's psychological well-being. Recognizing this, they invest countless hours in direct, hands-on care. They are not just volunteers who drop off food. They are advocates, trainers, and surrogate companions who work tirelessly to ensure the dogs remain socialized and emotionally sound, significantly increasing their chances of a successful adoption and preventing them from languishing in the system for years.
The delicate journey of Zoe, a testament to patience and trust. The story of Zoe, a timid and beautiful dog, perfectly encapsulates the profound impact of this dedicated work. Zoe entered the kennel in Rocca Priora on a cold day in December 2020, found wandering with her brother, Zion. It was immediately apparent that she was not feral, but a victim of severe neglect, likely having spent her formative months in isolation, deprived of the essential experiences needed to build confidence. This early life trauma left her terrified of the world. Simple things like the crunch of gravel under her paws or an unfamiliar voice would send her into a panic. Her only anchor was her brother, and when he was adopted, Zoe was left completely adrift in a sea of fear. This is often the point where a dog can become unadoptable, lost in the shelter system. But Giovanna and the other volunteers refused to let that happen. They saw the flicker of a gentle soul behind Zoe's terrified eyes and embarked on a long, slow process of rehabilitation.
It was a journey measured not in days or weeks, but in years. Their approach was one of immense patience, beginning with simply sitting in her presence, offering quiet comfort without demanding interaction. Slowly, they built a fragile trust which allowed them to gently introduce her to a leash and short walks within the safety of the kennel grounds. Each small step forward was a monumental victory. They documented her progress, sharing her story across social media platforms, not just as a plea for adoption, but as an educational narrative about the needs of a traumatized dog. Many potential adopters were drawn to her striking appearance, but Giovanna and her team were uncompromising in their search for the perfect match, a family with the specific understanding and quiet environment Zoe needed to continue to heal. Their unwavering commitment paid off, and eventually the right home was found. Zoe's successful adoption was not just a happy ending. It was the culmination of years of dedicated, compassionate work, proving their core belief that no dog is beyond saving, and that with enough patience and love, even the deepest wounds can heal.
A wider mission of community and advocacy. The rescue and rehabilitation of individual dogs like Zoe are the visible triumphs, but the mission of Giovanna Riccardelli and Sara Scipioni extends far beyond the kennel gates. Their work confronts the root causes of animal abandonment in the Roman countryside, tackling systemic issues that require a shift in both policy and public perception. They are on the front lines of a cultural battle against the indifference and the ignorance that lead to so many animals being discarded. A significant part of their advocacy involves public education. They tirelessly engage with the local community, promoting responsible pet ownership, which includes sterilization to prevent unwanted litters, a primary driver of the stray population, and microchipping, which is legally required in Italy but often ignored. By making these issues visible and relatable, they aim to foster a culture of compassion and accountability. This community-facing work is crucial for long-term change.
Furthermore, they are adept at leveraging modern tools to build a network of support. Through social media, they not only share the stories of adoptable dogs, but also organize fundraisers to cover veterinary bills, appeal for donations of food and supplies, and recruit fellow volunteers. This creates a virtual community of supporters who become emotionally invested in the fate of the dogs. They also collaborate with other rescue organizations across central and northern Italy, understanding that a broader network increases the chances of finding the right home for each animal. This collaborative spirit is essential in a field where resources are scarce and burnout is a constant threat. The emotional and financial toll of this work is immense. It is fueled by personal funds, late nights, and the heartbreak of witnessing cruelty and neglect. Yet their resolve remains unbroken. Giovanna and Sara are more than just dog rescuers. They are community organizers and tireless advocates, demonstrating that a few dedicated individuals can create a powerful wave of change, transforming their corner of the world one rescued life at a time.